Hi guys, welcome back to PBTV, and we have, I'd say new, but this is actually almost 10 years old, and we've just had a restock, and we realised there wasn't a video online that we'd sat down with this thing and had a talk about it recently and how it sits in the airsoft field now compared to when it first came out. So this is the Tokyo Marui AA12. There's obviously different versions of it. There's the SGR12 and like the Thor's hammer and things like that. But this is the original from 2016. This came out, so 9 years ago. And again, when this came out, it was revolutionary. An electric shotgun had never been done before. The rate of fire that this thing's putting out was game-breaking and OP and all them other words. But yet, we're sat here and it is still around and still being used as well. A lot of people still like these things. It is a Marmite platform. As you can see, it is an extremely basic looking build, just a single molded plastic body, and you can sort of trick this up a little bit, but it does take some very specific parts. But most people just paint it and run around and run and gun with it. So we are going to start at the front, work our way back, and then we are going to throw some rounds down the range with this thing, just so you can see its potential indoors, outdoors, or wherever you may play. So on the front here, you can see it is just a standard shotgun-sized barrel on the front, and as obviously there's no threads, so there's no way of putting any sort of standard trace unit or things that you'd expect, because again, this is a shotgun. It's firing 3 BBs at once, so it needs a space. But the T238, the Rainbow Burst shotgun tracer, will clamp on there perfectly. You could put it down or up, put it upside down, because this thing is heavy, so you want to balance it quite nicely. We're looking at about 4.1 kilos-ish, depending on the load that you're running. Obviously unloaded with this mag or with the larger mag in the future. All the silver parts that you can see on this, from the iron sight back here and the shell door, are all metal, apart from the actual hold open, the actual bolt, the catch here. Everything else is metal. The body itself, it is plastic, it is polymer, it is Tokyo Marui, it is what you expect from them. What we did notice, it is, obviously, with it being quite an old platform, it is a plastic body. We normally refer to things as polymer or anything like that. Tokyo Marui being how they are and how they build and how they operate, with it being more of a toy side of things, it does have a bit of a toy feel, and it does feel like it could mark or scratch just with the slightest little touch. Again, it's going to add to character. When you're running around an airsoft field, you're going to mark your gun, you're going to scratch it, it's going to mar up, it's not going to stay pristine forever. So after one game, you're going to have some character on this thing. The knurling on the side here, again, purely for grip. If you're wearing gloves or anything like that, obviously the real one of this, chatting off multiple shotguns rounds after another, you're going to need to hold on to it. In airsoft, it's just for comfort. You've got it on there and you have it on the magazine as well. So when it comes to controls, obviously on the left-hand side here, we do have the selector, so we're in safe, semi, and full auto. Yes, it is a full auto electric shotgun. And on the right-hand side here, this is the mag release, just there. So pressing that drops out the magazine that comes with it. So this is a 93 round magazine, so you're going to get 11 shots out of this. Again, 3 BBs at a time, and you do have the extended follower, so you are going to get every single one. Obviously, 93 rounds, 11 shots, not really much when it comes to an electric shotgun. So we do have in the drum mag, but we will come on to that shortly and how that can add to your gameplay. Similar to a Thompson, just a bit longer, you do have this rail here. So when you're coming in, you don't want to put the magazine up here. You do have to come all the way down to the bottom, slide in and lock in place. Make sure it is truly locked in. Further back, we do have another control at the back here. So this bit here is how you get into the battery. Lifting that up opens the door here, and you will find a Tamiya connection where you need to put a 7.4 volt LiPo. Anything other than that, and this thing will not run. It has a FET system in here. Again, this is going back 10 years, so it does have some original technology from back in the day, that if you put the wrong battery in here, it just shuts down. You'll pull the trigger, it won't do anything, it won't try and function, it won't try and do anything, because obviously with it being Marui and it's coming out about 270 FPS, sounds low. People that know Tokyo Marui will show you on the range outside just how far this thing can shoot. It's more about air seal and build quality than just pushing that FPS. So the other trick that the AA12 does, if I wrap this back, As you can see, there are now 3 wheels in this door. Each one of these wheels has a mark above it, so center, right, and left. You can adjust each individual barrel on this. So again, 3 barrels, 3 hops, 3 BBs with each trigger pull. You can dictate the spread on this thing. It is expecting to chuck out about 10 shots per second, 10 rounds a second. So every time you pull a trigger, you'll fire 3 BBs. If you hold that trigger, it will cycle 10 times a second. So if we take the 93 round magazine out and put the 3,000 round magazine, instead of having that 10-second splurge, you can fire this thing for 100 seconds. So that's 1 minute 40 of constant 3 rounds, just absolutely barraging downrange. And you can press this little button here, and with 4 AAA batteries, it will automatically wind. So you can see 10 years ago, people were thinking this was OP, it was broken, it's going to destroy game sites, and people are just going to be running to the hills in fear of the AA12. Not the case. Again, people run these. Again, it's a bit of a Marmite platform. People like them, people love them, people hate them. But personally, I think it's got that classic vibe. Again, computer games, Call of Duty, they have been all over the place. You could paint these things up to look absolutely incredible with almost that blank slate, blank canvas that you've got on this. There's just an open area here. You can paint whatever you wanted on it, and you can run and gun to your heart's content. So again, they are heavy. I think that is the one thing that stops them just being in absolutely everyone's hands. So you're looking at about just over 4 kilos. And again, it's about 85 centimeters in length. There's no adjusting it. There's no stock adjustment, no nothing. And you've got standard barrels in here as well. So again, you're able to dictate the spread with that. And again, if you throw the drum mag in here, you're adding more weight. You throw some 2.5s or 2.8s in there, this can get really heavy. So what they include in the magazine of the box of the magazine is this little piece here. As you can see, it pulls back and pushes forward. So when you get this, you can take this apart with the screw, attach it on here, and what that does is it holds the magazine in place. So this is a safety part, that if you're running around and you accidentally catch that magazine, you don't want this probably multi-kilo box magazine with loads of 3,000 2.8 gram BBs in here, dropping on the floor and smashing everywhere. So there is a safety aspect to this little piece here. It's not overly necessary. Again, if it locks in, it's going to be fine. It's just with you touching that, it will drop out by itself, and you don't want this thing hitting the deck. With the magazine as well, it does take 4 AAA batteries that you can use. They go behind the fake shells here, and it is filled up from the top there, and the button to activate it is just on the top. So when it's in the gun, it's quite convenient to press either with your little finger or your index finger. You can get on this thing. So what we are going to do, we're going to load this thing up and show you the devastating effect this can have. And again, these are back online now. We've not had them for a long time, not seen them for a long time, to be honest, but excited to get my hands on them, throw them on the range outside, and just show you the adjustments that you can make with that new, say, old triple hop system. So join me on the range. We'll get some rounds down range, and let's talk about how this thing is just an absolute monster. See you in a minute. So guys, we've made it outside. We've loaded up the drum mag with the new Delta Armory Eagle BBs, just to see what they're like. Again, it is a shotgun, so maybe we should throw them in something a bit more precise. As you see, button on the front, pressing that. Nice, fast, winding electric mag, and you can quite easily hold that whilst you're firing and press it and go. We have set the hop a little bit, so we'll do some semi-auto shots at the closer target and then see if we can full auto and go for a bit of distance. So reasonably easy hitting out at the 30-meter one, but let's go full auto and see what it's like at range. So you could quite imagine this thing being absolutely terrifying outside. You could just hose down complete areas. Again, indoors, you're not really going to be using that full auto, but a very quick, very responsive trigger means that this thing is definitely capable indoors as well. Let us know down below, are you a fan? Are you a hater? Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you not? The AA12 is back in stock, so let us know down below your thoughts on the AA12. And if that is everything for today, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.